Oh, but it's good though. I am making headway on this whole conspiracy thing. Now I just gotta finish that communist book. We're in Russia right now. How Russia became a communist world power. We're almost to the United States. I'm so excited. That's gonna be fun. Yeah, man. I just spent some time with a friend of mine. Just talked to yet another very, very educated black man who thinks a lot more conservatively because he's in his kids' lives. That's good. He's like a coach. He's like a football coach and shit. That's so awesome, man. Shout out to Kelsey. Glad you exist. And you know, I hate to say that too, because then it's like there's no way to like not sound like, I don't even want to use the word racist because that word doesn't even mean anything anymore. It's like there's no way to just not sound prejudiced or not sound like you're ignorant in some kind of way. Or it's like so patronizing and almost condescending in a way to be like, wow, you're in your kid's life, like that's great, you know, like. I mean, but I don't even think that that's just like a thing that black people have a problem with. I mean, white people, they might be in their kid's life, but it's like if they give their kids a phone and a game controller and a pill bottle, like how in charge are they really? You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like they'll do whatever they possibly can in this country to rob you of any actual control that you have over your life. That's why they lie and they say, oh, this is the freest country. This is the most controlled country in the world. Everybody in this country has been lied to their entire life, and all they do is buy into those lies. I could listen to a saxophone all fucking night. I really could. But yeah, it's just any time that you meet somebody that's like doing the right thing. Like anytime I meet a parent that's an actual parent, I'm just so bewildered, you know? Because it's such a rarity. But you know, he told me, well, I waited till I was like responsible and emotionally mature to have kids, and you know, me and my he didn't call her his baby mama. Wait, that's always a good sign. Right? I mean, they get along, so they don't hate each other. They're not together anymore, but at least they don't hate each other. Probably because they know it's bad for the kids. Like, there's just so many parents. I mean, you see this a lot. You know, with white families specifically, you see that with divorce. You know, and then the parents just tear each other apart. And then the kids are torn apart because of it, and they think it's their fault. And you know, with my parents, like, they never got divorced, but I kept wondering why they didn't, because they weren't happy. But like I've said before with the nuclear family, people that hate the nuclear family as much as I did when I was a flaming liberal, it's because they either didn't have it at all, or they had a piss poor example of it. And you know, my parents, they didn't seem too happy, so it's like, why would I want that? And it's the same thing with religion. You know, organized religion, that can be a good thing for a lot of people. That can give them like a sense of understanding and a sense of identity and all that shit. That's not a bad thing. But a lot of people have a piss poor example of that. And then they hate it, they resent it, and they're bitter. because they don't think that they have any other choice. And maybe at some point they come back to God and they realize, okay, this wasn't the best representation of that. And they usually come back to it because of some affliction that they have, you know? They get addicted to something, maybe they have a bad relationship, maybe they're abused or something like that. But that's the best thing that ever happened to them, is affliction. And somebody asked me recently about that, if like, God is an addiction. Maybe God is an addiction. That's the best addiction though, man. It's way better than any other addiction I've ever had. But, you know, it's in Isaiah where God's like talking about refining somebody through their affliction, through their turmoil. And yeah, that's like the best thing that ever happened to me, man. I think about all that shit. And I'm so lucky. I'm so grateful for it now. Of course, I wasn't grateful when I was going through that, but oh man, it's pretty amazing now.